my Nigerian brother. I didn't even know Notes. How you doing, brother?
I'm fine, man. I'm good, man. I'm blessed. Thank God. How are you?
I'm good, man. Like, we were just talking about a bit of how I first came in contact with your music. And are you surprised how the song took off? Did you know what it was going to be when you made it?
No, like, I knew it would be, like, a good, like, obviously, everything I make, I try to make sure that it's a tune, like, a good song or whatnot. But I didn't think it would be a record. I thought it would just be a rhythm. Like, I didn't think it would be an actual record, like, where labels would be fighting for it, and like, everything that's gone on or whatnot, even the song getting signed itself, it's just nuts. It's nuts, like all the people I've met through this song, it's crazy. I didn't think anything like that would happen, so.
Do you know, wait, how old are you?
I don't disclose.
Oh, okay, cool. Like, but you're not old, you're not old.
No, I'm not old.
Yeah, but, well, I'll leave that bit out, yeah. But,
I'm 19.
Okay. Yeah, because what is, I'm like, because that's a lot, like, this, going from, like, making music to now the business getting involved, like.
Yeah.
How did your family respond to it? Because at what point did they think, this is just play, whoa. These people are now trying to, you know, what point did that part change?
To be honest with you, like, for example, my mom's always been kind of supportive. Like, a lot of things have happened, like, in life, and, like, with me as well, like, in terms of, like I get kicked out of sixth form. Got like getting arrested, put in cells and shit. Like, bare stupidness have happened. Nobody really knows, but bare stupidness have happened. But obviously, like, for an African mum, that's mental. You know what I'm saying? That's kicking out of the house, but she never ended up doing that. And then obviously when I started doing music and I was focused, I was so hard. I would go in the studio every single day. My mum would see me go in the studio every night. Come home at stupid o'clock in the morning, but she knew I was in the studio. Then she thought, you know what, he's taking something seriously, let me just support him. And now this is happening.
You don't mind me asking, you from a single parent background?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that whole thing of like when you're going through stupid things, like, because you're still ready, what do you feel was the cause of those situations for you?
I just think, like, it was the area that I lived in, and like, just I don't know, man. It was me wanting to be something that I shouldn't have been, or I'm not. You understand? And it was getting me into stuff that I didn't need to be in, like situations I never needed to be in. But you know, I thank God that, you get me, it's all changed up, and now I'm just that bright kid that just smiles and just stays as a cute person. Like, I just wants to be. I don't want to be around any negativity whatsoever. I've learned from them mistakes. I mean, I'm young, but I've still learned.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. So the transition of those two worlds, it's a relatively short space of time.
Yeah. And
sometimes the people around it, they're still around, but everything that changes. You have just moved from point A to point B. Are you able to now move, like, with your friends, or just you're on ends, like, because you're the guy now, and everyone recognizes. That must be a bit difficult. Well, they notice, innit?
With me, like, I don't necessarily try and move with the same people that I wanted to move with, because it don't make sense. Like, fam, over 2 weeks, there's been 12 deaths by stabbing. Like, this a whole 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Just that alone shows that, fam, why am I wanting to be rolled, or why am I wanting to be with guys that have, like, no ambition? Like, with all due respect to the people that I have around me, or I know, or whatever. Like, fam, that's not me, man. It don't make sense. That ain't what God put on my plate. You get me? So, like, me, I'm just focused on whatever I'm doing. They're doing whatever they're doing. If they want to shout me, they can shout me. And you understand? But I don't want to be around that bad energy. I don't want to be around that bad vibe. You're
now in a position where you got more to lose.
Yeah, definitely. And I And I clocked it, like, why am I representing one place when I can represent the whole of my area? You know what I'm saying? So there's one little place in Hackney. Why am I representing that one little place when I can represent the whole of Hackney? Just like Stormzy represents, or Gigs even represents the whole of South London. And you gotta remember, Gigs used to be bad in that, get me? But he represents the whole of South. Not one person in South London could be like Gigs as a op. Because, fam, they bang out his tunes day in, day out. You know what I'm saying? So, it's better like that. I'd rather be that person. That's the realest story.
Do you know, and I just feel like there's a lot in your head, the way that you see things at a young age. Like, so when you get kicked out of, or you leave sixth form, whatever it is, right? What were you studying at that point?
I was studying government and politics, business.
Oh God, now.
Business, music and drama. And then the second year, because it was so much, I decided to go into just what I wanted to do, which was music and drama. So I've done double music and drama. Yeah, double music and drama. Yeah.
That's everything.
And then the second year is when I got kicked out. The last couple months. All the stupid.
Or before you were going to complete the year?
Yeah, before I was going to complete everything. Well, I guess
it's worked out, innit?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this now. So you've obviously moved. We now know your signs, right? You're young enough and new enough to know that people have feelings of like, oh, bro, when you get signed, it could be this, it could be that, it could be this, it could be that.
Yeah.
How did you know or decide what label to go with?
You see me, like, the fact that, so it's just a single deal, isn't it? So it's just Addison Lee that I signed. And
it's smart for you to do it that way, by the way. Just saying, it's smart of you to do it that
way. Yeah. That's what I was gonna get into. So with that, like, it wasn't really hard for me to pick. It is, don't get it wrong, because at the end of the day, I want my music to be taken care of in good hands. However, it wasn't as hard for me to choose what label to be under or for the song to be under, due to the fact that it was just the one song and I know that I'm going to end up being around for a good 15, 20 years by God's grace. You get me? So, yeah, I don't think it was a hard decision, but like, obviously, with one of the A&Rs at Relentless, they really got to me in terms of like how passionate they were, which is Adele, big up Adele.
Yeah, shout out to that, man.
Yeah, how passionate she is about like the song or just music in general. So I don't know. The other people seemed a bit laid back, but she was very passionate.
Do you know, so that's a bit of a cultural thing. Like, it's just another one. But Adele's someone that obviously from a history being on One Extra, and that she's a part of it. You know what I mean? But then, do you feel that? So Not3s. So what was Not3s? Just you just putting something out there?
Yeah, man. Because obviously, with Addison Lee, there was a bit of that. Oh yeah, we need to carry on pushing it. There still is. We need to carry on pushing it because they believe that it can go into the summer and be a hit through summer as well as it being a hit for the 6-7 months or so.
Was it already released, right?
Yeah.
And it's like re-released or quote unquote.
Yeah, I released it on SoundCloud first. On the I think in October, and then like a week later or 2-3 weeks later, I released the video on GRM Daily, which was November 6th, and then from there it got signed in March, I believe. It got signed in March. Yeah, it got signed in March. Yeah, so then from there, now they've just re-released it. Yeah,
because they're getting their strategy into place for impact rates and that.
Yeah.
Do you know, when I saw that happening, I looked at like, they are seeing how that song's performing on Spotify. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was doing a madness on Spotify.
Well, what do you know what the streams are currently?
Over 6 mil, I believe. Yeah, crazy. Over 6 mil.
Crazy.
And it's the fact that it's gone from a joke to being so serious. Like, it's gone from a little freestyle. After I was making tunes upon tunes upon tunes, that's the song that actually takes off. It's crazy. I don't know, man. It's mad.
What was the studio experience like when you created it? At what point were you writing it? Was it like you already written it? You went to the studio?
What happened was there was a producer. So the producer of the track's called Marvin the Track, and then I've gone to studio in an ADDISON. I've gone to this one of the studios that I used to go to, which is JOAT Studio, and it's in Stratford. So I've gone there now. And then T Muller was there, a friend of mine, who's also an artist. And then we're just chilling, talking, whatever. That instrumental's come on, and within the first like 20 seconds, I've started saying painting called Madison, Telecom Jump from Addison Lee. At first it was just banter. This was the beginning of summer or in the middle of summer. At first it was banter, and then me and T Muller were just going back to back, so I just called the driver. We're all going back to back, like, you get me? We're just having fun with it and whatnot. And then next thing you know, everyone started laughing. I was like, no, you know what, watch, I'm gonna make this a track. I'm gonna make this a track, watch. And then after, next thing you know now, I've gone to Enter the A, who's a friend of mine, but a producer at the same time, who owns a studio called Plug House. I've gone to his studio, recorded it there, just kept recording it. And then, yeah, after that, the rest was history. I started, like, I put a snippet on Instagram. Then after, I'm Just Bait, some Instagram page, put it up on their Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
And then it blew on there. And then from there, the rest was history, literally.
Mad. Boy. But the reaction you get from that, man, must be crazy. Like, when it grew away from, like, the man them, when it, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like it spreads out and then it comes to be connected to you.
Yeah.
Mad,
it's mental.
How does that feel? Because for the first time, this is all new to you. Like, this is a new journey. Like, you've gone from, like, trying to obviously change your life around to actually having almost a joke, so not a joke in the studio, actually change your life. You couldn't have probably mapped it out like that.
Bro, like, it's one of the easiest things I've made, really. You get me? It's crazy. I've never expected something like this. I've never known that how hard artists work, like, until now. Like,
give us an example, because obviously you just came from, you had a late one.
Yeah, no.
So people understand.
Like, I had a session last night with Sneakball, artist called Sneakball.
Shout out Sneakball, yeah.
And yeah, big up Sneakball for his track. But obviously I'm on it, and it's on his mixtape. But this was at like 3 in the morning. I've got home at like 4:30. But my cab, my Addison Lee was booked for 6:30 to go to BBC One Extra for Amplified Dots radio.
That's a morning show, right?
Yeah, radio set. So that's a morning show. So yeah, so now I've had to go from 4:30 in the morning. And even before the Sneakball session, I had a session with Tiny. Big up Tiny Temple. I had a session with Tiny Temple. Before that, I had something else, but I can't remember what it was.
It becomes a blur, innit?
Yeah. Like, you actually can't remember. And man, I done a show in Dublin on a Friday. Then on Saturday, I had Manchester, and then I had Preston on that same Saturday as well. And then on Sunday, I had Northampton. Like, stuff like that, it's crazy. And I never knew artists go through that. I got bags under my eyes because of it. Like, I love it.
It's deep.
I love it, but it's so new to me.
And you know what it is, yeah? This industry don't really like to have a balance.
Yeah,
you think like, yeah, man, I can get in, I can cash
it's
out.
It's a machine, man.
Yeah, it's like, go here, go there. And you just, literally, like you said, just hopping into Addison, you go to one place, meeting new faces, not really, then it's to the next place. New faces.
And it's mad, because before, I could, like, if I've seen your face before, I'll tell you, yeah, I'm not, what going? If you come say what going to me, oh yeah, wow, you see my bro. But now, if I see someone's face before, and then they come up to me now, I'll be like, oh yeah, well. But like, it's not my fault.
Too much.
Because of so many, it's so hard. Like, I never ever thought this would be the case. Like, it's actually hard. Like, mentally, it's a
bit of a mind fuck, bro.
Yeah.
Because you know it is, and then also not on a negative tip, but just being from where we're from, just as people, right? If a brother comes up to you, you don't know what it is now.
Yeah. Like, I've had so many people. Because obviously I used to do stupidness back in the day, innit? So, or before, anyways, before all of this. So I've had people that watch me and I think, oh yeah, like is that time like something's gonna go down or something. But then it's not that, they just recognise me for my song.
Yeah.
It's mad, man. It's very weird, but I'm adapting. You get me. I'm clearer in the mind. I'm more positive. If anyone's watching me, I just say, well, go on straight away. Like, keep it peaceful, keep it calm, and keep it moving. Cause bro, a life is a life, man. Can't lie, man. Everybody's just dying around me. Everyone's just dying in front of me. It's not nice.
What I mean, what's that all about? Like, I mean, how is that impacting you?
It's hard, like. It's hard because for someone like me that comes home mad late or that walks home, or you know what I'm saying, like it's crazy, man. And obviously, for example, like the friends that have passed away, that are mine or whatever, like, it's just they won't be able to see this unless they're watching from there, but they won't be able to actually celebrate it with man. Like, yeah, this is how far man's gone. It's mad, fam. It's too mad. I don't wish that upon any of my friends from this point onwards. You get what I'm saying? Like, anything that's happened, bro, let it be the past. Hopefully God's taking care of the people that have gone. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy you say that because that's an idealistic way of thinking, and then the roads is what it is, isn't it? Like, get one of mine, I get one of yours. Kill my cat, I get your dog. Do you know what I mean? And it's a cycle.
It's messed up, man.
It's a cycle. In Notice, right? Like, cause I like to listen to the lyrics, right? And I was like, did my man say I got half? You put numbers out there.
Yeah.
And I was like, did man? And he said that's a fact. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Well, how does a bar go?
Got 100 racks off a track, and that's mad facts.
Alright, cool. Like, do you ever feel? I mean, obviously, like, not putting man's business out there, but do you ever feel like people are gonna feel like, right, I've got it, you know? I got that extra P now, or do you know what I mean? Like, how does that part change? You know, you have people saying, "Oh, fam, like, bro, can you like sort man, bro?" Or
No, like I don't have people saying stuff like that. Not yet, not that I'm aware of, anyways. Get me, but shall I tell you what it is? It's just like, yeah, I've accomplished this. Get me? I was so broke. There was a point where I was so broke, I would do anything for money. Anything. Nobody wanted to do anything for me. No one wanted to help me. You know what I'm saying? I was working, I got kicked out, I got sacked from my job.
what job was that?
I was working in Foot Asylum in Oxford Street. I quit, but I didn't quit. I was gonna get kicked out, but then I quit. Like, you know, there was where you're fired. Well, I was gonna quit anyway. Like, you know, there was something like that.
It's better for you to say you left than for them to say they fired you, innit?
But in honesty, they were gonna fire me. You know what I'm saying? So I was actually, I had nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just had my mom, who was there for me completely. You know what I'm saying? So it's mad. Like it felt good saying that. Like, if man don't want to try and grab me for peas, it don't make sense because they won't be able to get the peas. You know what I'm saying? But it felt good saying that.
Do you know, I think, and I don't know this, I'm just presuming, I'm just trying to read how I see it. I think you're someone who stacks.
Yeah. No,
I think to go from that to, it's not a splurge thing.
Yeah, no.
It's not a splurge thing.
Bro, I'm in Nikes. I'm broke, baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, there's, like, obviously sometimes there's a little, treat yourself. Like, my mom's always told me, if you work very hard for something, go treat yourself. You get me? So man's, like, there's times that I treat myself, but there's no need, man. I'm trying to have houses and boats. You know what I'm saying? Man's trying to have houses in different countries, not chains and rollies. Like, what's a 20 bag watch gonna do for me when I can put down a deposit for a yard, for a mortgage?
And all I can do is tell time.
Exactly, and all it can do is tell time. Fair enough, it's an investment as well. But man, them actually, like, once you bust it down with diamonds, it's nothing.
Yeah.
It's worthless now. You know what I'm saying? You can only shot it on the street and shit. Because, bro, you're not gonna make that piece back. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's no need. Why do that?
Let's get into the upcoming EP, right? Is there any, like, because Is there any like deep songs on that EP that we're gonna be like, rah, like we're feeling that song, man, that touched us? Or the deepest song of the EP, if you want to break down that
it's
one.
probably the intro. Probably the intro.
Yeah, do you want to break that down, and then we'll probably use that when the EP comes out.
The intro, it's about obviously like me and my family. It's more about my two brothers who are twins, that are younger than me, and my little sister, who's younger than me, obviously. And my mum, because those are the people I've always had around me anyways. And like my little sister's basically like my biggest fan. So for me to even say her name in the song is like, she's so gassed. And then obviously my little brothers as well, they're fans. But they're like 2 years younger than me, 3 years younger than me. They're 17. So yeah, man, it's more about them, and obviously the fact that my mum's seen, like, my mum's been there crying over certain things that have happened, like, but now she's crying because I'm in the charts and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice, man. It's a proper good feeling, like, to actually put my family in my music. I like it still. That's probably my deepest thing in there. Yeah, that is my deepest thing in there.
Well, was that an emotional record to cut?
It was, with me, I don't like to show emotions. I don't like to show that I'm sad. Like, if I'm pissed off, you'll see I'm pissed off. But I don't like to show it sometimes. But if I'm pissed off, you'll see I'm pissed off. But when it comes to being upset and stuff, I don't like to show it at all. Like, to no one. Get me? So, like, you'll never see me cry, even if something's happened to my boy, or like my boy's passing away, whatever it is. You can't, like, I can't cry like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was mentally, it was emotional still. Like, mentally, because it was real. Like, get me? It was like I was having flashbacks of, like, when I was, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was real. Get me? So yeah.
You know, like, so that's that tune. So like, you know, people gonna say, why can't a man show emotion? What is it, bro? Like, why a man can't express himself? Like, where do you feel that stems from?
No, I think it's because when I was a baby, I was a crybaby, like a big one, and that's one of the reasons. So I think all my tears are just gone. You get what I'm saying? But like, obviously there's certain issues certain things that have occurred in my life, innit? Like when it comes to like my what do you call it, biological father or stuff like that, or just like people around me that died, or you know what I'm saying, or stuff that my mum's gone through, or that I've seen her go through face to face, like, and I didn't do anything about it, or like just little stuff like that. Get me? But I was very, very young, so
You're a victim of circumstance.
yeah, get me? So I just don't get emotional ever.
Can I ask you? I don't know anything about it. If we can cut out. What's the situation with your pops?
Nah, he's cool. Me and him are cool now. Get me? But obviously certain.
He's Yoruba man as well.
Yeah, but you see, my mum and dad, they're very young. Like, you won't think it's my mum and dad. If anything, you think it's my brothers and sisters. They're actually young. But yeah, no, he's cool now. But obviously, it's just some messed up situations back in the day, innit?
Yeah.
Get me? Like, yeah. But yeah, it's cool now still.
You know, it's almost like a lesson for all of us. Like, just we're now the new generation of men.
Yeah.
That we can't impact, because, like, you know, these things, like, when you're young, bro, like, it's almost like a little egg that hatches later on.
Yeah.
And it's only when you're in your teenagers, you're getting all this frustration out, and you're like, but like sometimes you just your partner, it's not, because we need that guidance. It's like mentoring through life. When that's not there, bro, it's like
I never need guidance from no man. I respect him. You get me? At the end of the day, dad's a dad, but I don't need guidance from anyone.
Yeah.
I'm good. God's my guidance.
Yeah, I won't say you're religious, but you obviously have belief.
Spiritual.
Spiritual.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
But yeah, God's my guidance, man. I don't need guidance from no man. 100%.
I hear that. If there's one more track on the EP that you'd want to break down, what would it be?
Probably Aladdin. No, not Aladdin. Obsessed. Obsessed. I think that's my favourite track on the EP still. It was Aladdin, but then I made Obsessed later. And Obsessed is just crazy. It's deep. Like, it's deep in terms of, like, wow, like, swear down, this is that hard. How? And it's catchy as well. So that one's gonna be a sick song. And basically, like, about a girl being obsessed with me in terms of, like, she wants to go through my phone. She wants to be spying on me. She wants to be crying every single time she sees anything on Insta or like, so why are you so obsessed with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why? Like, relax. Or else I'll call up my side thing. That's exactly what it is, basically. You get me?
That was fun.
But that one's dope. I love that song. I love it so much.
It's a wavy. It's a vibey.
Vibey. I might even play it to you after. Because I want to hear it. But it's vibey.
Yeah.
It's vibey. And when I listen to my music, I don't listen to it as me. I can't. You get me? Because I'm a fan. I'm actually a fan of, not myself, not as in, oh yeah, I'm paying or it. I'm a fan of, like, the sound that comes out of me. Like, sometimes I think, like, how, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm sounding cocky or anything, but I'm not trying to be. I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying? I love music. You get me? And the fact that I'm capable of even making it is crazy.
You know what that is, bro? That in life, just as black people in general, we don't know our worth in a lot of things, and we don't get to know our geniuses because we go through a system. That's like you have to learn this way, but the way that we express it, the way that we write, the way that we dance, the way that we move, that's us, innit? And then when it comes out and you see it, brother, and it connects with people, like the way that we're churning out music and content, and the way it's sticking and hitting youth culture.
Bro, I love it, man. Because you got deep in that. You came from being slaves, singing on ships. Get me? Singing while being tortured. Get me? Like, to this. Understand? Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because music's actually, it's ours. Like, it feels like it is anyways. Like, I don't know. I don't want to sound mad like Black Power, but get me, music, it feels like it's ours, man.
I mean, it's the origins, and people are able to also enjoy it, and it's a worldly thing. So as you're saying, it's not like only us to listen to it, but
100%.
We're the creators of what we're putting out, and people can be the consumers of it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, bro.
100%.
Bro, I'm gonna leave it there because you know what? I'm glad we got to meet now. Do you get what I'm saying? We got to meet now, so we've had the gist. Do you get what I mean? And that EP time, if you ain't too busy, my brother.
Yeah, take notes EP. Don't worry, I won't be busy. I won't be busy for you.
Alright, my brother. I'm gonna leave it to you, man. Thank you for your time, man.
Thank you. 100%.
Alright, take it.